What's good with y'all? You know what it is. It's your boy, the chosen one, God's chosen son. And I'm back once again. You know, it's been a little minute, but I'm back. And the pagan holiday Valentine's Day just passed. And I ducked and dodged. You know, I be ducking and dodging social media and all this type of stuff on these pagan days, man. I can't stand the spirit on a lot of these days. Independence Day, Christmas, New Year's, Thanksgiving, Halloween, you know, all of this stuff, all of these pagan holidays, you know, rooted in just idolatry and entitlement, right? But Valentine's Day just passed, and man, my generation Z, is so codependent on other people. It's not even funny, bruh. Like, I be thinking about the quote unquote boomers who basically be saying, you know, my generation want everything handed to them, which sometimes they be out of line, but a lot of it is like true. Like, but in this video, I want to talk in regards to relationships. Like, bro, my generation, bro, is afraid to be alone. These people are afraid to just walk through the thick of things on their own, bro. And if you older and you watching this, you know, I'm gonna break the game down, you know, to what's going on, because I know a lot of the times it be generational gaps, we be out the loop. But man, it's an epidemic going on with younger people where they keep jumping into relationships, and it's go for both man or woman, and thinking that they're owed a relationship, you know, thinking that, you know, it's just the norm to be in toxic relationships with people, in toxic situations, and then they will get hurt by said person or hurt said person, and then the next person will come around, hurt them, and then that makes them want to go hurt a person. You know, hurt people. It's just a sick cycle. Like, just betrayal, treachery, gossip, and so much stuff going on. And I think what my generation doesn't understand is it takes time to heal. So if you a younger person and you watching this video, you know, between the ages of like 18 and 25, you know, I'm 25 myself, right? I want you to notice it's okay to go at life by yourself sometimes. Actually, it's better. It's better to go at life by yourself. It's better to have those lonely nights here and there, but have your peace, than it is to be having expectations from somebody else at all times, and having somebody berate you, and having somebody potentially cheat on you and betray you, talk behind your back and degrade you. Having a woman sitting there degrading you as a man, talking about what you're not doing at all points. Having a man sit here and always be harassing you for whatever reason, verbally abusing you. You know, physically abusing in some of the sadder cases. It's okay. It's okay for you to be alone and by yourself. Y'all gotta learn to find the peace that only God can bring you. The issue now in my generation, a lot of people be trying to search for peace, search for meaning in other people. People in my generation, they don't believe in themselves. You know, they look at themselves as less than, so they try and find somebody else in order to pick up the pieces for them. And a lot of the times, you know, like I said, hurt people gonna deal with hurt people, bruh. And hurt people are gonna hurt more people. And it's just a bunch of unhealed people that's just dealing with each other. A bunch of people cosplaying as grown-ups. Still ain't took the time to go at it alone and learn anything for themselves about and gain any understanding of life going into relationships. Not even understanding the depths of what a sexual connection really is, what a real relationship really is. A lot of people in my generation, they're not dating to marry, they just dating to be with somebody, so they're not by themselves. Do you know when you by yourself, That's the time where God can really speak to you the most and let you know what's going on, the flaws you personally have you need to work on, as well as being able to help others. He'll direct you to help others. Do you know when you're in a season of isolation, you grow the most? You able to get the most done. You can save your money easier. You don't have to worry about a man or a woman that you're dealing with to always sit there and buy them stuff and feel obligated to people. Now, I'm not sitting up here trying to say, like, if you in a happy, healthy relationship, it is what it is. Phenomenal. The shoe don't fit for you. But the thing is, most people in relationships nowadays, they crumbling. That's why BM culture is so heavy. That's why BD culture is so heavy. And you got to understand, bro, this is not a game. I be coming on here talking and I really be meaning what I say. Relationships, a lot of people is playing in the relationship realm. They playing these little pretend fantasy games they see in movies and it's not a game, bro. Kids' lives end up being impacted behind your choices with somebody else. When you have a child and then now it's a broken household, you're just begetting more monsters and sin into the world because that child is going to have a harder time growing up because you can't heal from the trauma you're currently going through. If you've been with somebody, they broke your heart, go solo for a minute, bro. You have to. You have to. You can't jump into the next thing not expecting that you're going to carry that resentment, that hurt, that harm, that trauma into the next thing. You're going to carry that to the next person. And y'all sit here and wonder why y'all relationships never work out. You have to heal yourself first. You have issues. Yeah, the person you was with may or may not have done you bold or da-da-da-da-da. But people be so fixated on blaming something else other than themselves, bro. We have to take accountability for the trauma that we go through. God let us go through certain things with certain people to teach us. And sometimes we got to sit our asses down and be able to really reflect on that stuff and better ourselves first before we worthy of touching anybody else. A lot of people, they question, they be like, where the good men at? Where the good women at? You're not going to get a good man or a good woman if you don't become a good man or good woman yourself. It's just that simple. Like, if you've been in relationships and you in my generation or even older people and you just see it hasn't been working out over and over and over, you have to take time to think, how can I become a better woman? How can I become a better man? This worthy of what I want. A lot of people, they think they're perfect. And it's funny, in they brains, they convince themselves that they're perfect and they prideful. And God don't like the prideful. He like people with humility, that's humble. But then they brains, they convince themselves that they perfect. But their actions always show insecurity, instability. Defensiveness, confrontation. These are not the qualities of somebody who's really confident that they are this miraculous person. These people always got to tell you, oh, I'm this good, I'm that good. When you good at something, when you just a decent person, you don't go around flaunting that, bruh. It's like psychology 101. But yeah, y'all got to start healing, man. Y'all got to start healing. And that take time alone, bro. That take time in isolation. I just thought I'd come on here and share this message. I got a bit heartfelt towards the end because I just can't stand seeing my people, divide themselves and whatnot, And what I've done personally been through, throughout my entire life, that's been my method. Like, to just, whenever I get out of a situation, I just back off from dealing with people. Like, and I sort out whatever scars I was left with and let them heal. Like, and it's always just worked out. So, don't be in a rush. Everybody got their time. Everybody got their time, and the most people will have their time to have a person. But you have to be patient and wait on the Lord for that. You can't be so willing to rush We cause detriment to ourselves when we start rushing into things. One of the fruit of the spirit is long suffering. You may have to go a couple years without somebody added alone, man and woman. And I notice in this time frame, it's more so the women that just be jumping from person to person because y'all got all the options. Y'all just be jumping from person to person, thinking this a random new dude is just gonna fill that void. But y'all choose bad a lot of the time. If the shoe fit, y'all choose bad a lot of the time. And what happens is that person it ends up not right for you, and they cause more pain and more pain. Then you're gonna try and use the next person to heal it. They're gonna cause you more pain, and then you eventually get scorned and start hating men. Same with us men. You know, you keep dealing with woman after woman, thinking you could just bust down all you want. Then you have a BM and she put you on child support, and you want to wonder why. You dealt with a harlot, bro. But yeah, with all of that being said, I hope y'all got something from this video. It's been your boy, the chosen one, God's chosen son. I'm signing out.